Hello again, everyone. It's Annette Green here. We're talking about planners, and I have been getting a lot of requests lately. Lots and lots of requests. People are writing me and asking me, I just discovered Elizabeth Craft Designs planner series. I don't want to buy everything, but I want to get started. What would you recommend are like your top 5, and some people say even top 10 recommended dies for those of you that are just beginning. So that's what this video is about. Okay, but first we're gonna talk about a few quick things, and that is because you have to make a decision right away what size planner that you're going to go with Elizabeth Crafts, if that's the planner that you're thinking about. So just know that of course they have little traveler's notebook sizes and stuff like that, but as far as planners go, they have 2 sizes. And so this is called the Sidekick, and it's smaller, of course, and then we have our full-size planner. Okay, so knowing that, you'll have to understand that the dies that they sell are labeled in a way that clue you as to which size planner that those dies will work in. So if they just say Planner Essentials, that is for the large planner. If they say Sidekick Essentials, then that's for the Sidekick. Now, does that mean you can't use them in both? Yes and no. The page dies, if there are any in the particular one that you're buying, the holes do not line up in the same way on both of the planners. The elements inside of all these dies, frames, tabs, words, hole reinforcers, they work in any size planner. So that's something to be aware of if you didn't know that already. All right, so let's start with Planner Essentials as opposed to Sidekick Essentials. And I'm going to show you, I did pick my 5 favorites and then 5 more because some people said up to 10 that they were okay hearing about. So Planner Essentials 1 would be one that I would recommend. And honestly, 1, 2, and 3. So I'll just tell you that right ahead of time, and you'll see why right away. If you're going to use the full-size page die, this one in set 1 has the tab at the top. Awesome. Okay. And of course, it'll be a tab at the bottom if you just cut it from the other side of the paper. So you've got 2 tabs in one die right there. And then also on this one, you have your basic hole reinforcers for your page, so that's great. You've got a little label, you've got a tab, you've got a little frame that probably fits inside of that label. Love this. 2 photo frames here, a couple of circles with words. This says yes, this says today. So this is a really great one to have. Okay, a Planner Essentials 1. And if you don't know what hole reinforcers are, there they are right there on the page. You can cut them out of any paper that you want. You can color them. You can do whatever you like with those. Very versatile, and they're right there in that set, so you don't need a separate set just for that. Okay, Planner Essentials 2. Another one that's packed with goodies. Now this tab position on this page is the next one down, and the second to last one down. So again, you have 2 to pick from there. Plus this one, you've got 2 different tags. You've got words in here, you've got this details and date, and this is a cute little pocket. I'm going to try to find one of these in my planner. And then you have an arrow. Here's a great example of that particular die. Everything I just mentioned. There's the arrow, there's the details. Here are the little tags that I have journaled on, and there is that cute little tag holder pocket thingy that comes in that die as well. So that's an awesome one to have. Okay, Planner Essentials 3. Once again, it's a tabbed page die. So now we have stepped down to the next position in tabs going down, and then of course the third up from the bottom. So now you have, with sets 1, 2, and 3, you have 6 tab positions. So that's why I always suggest dies 1, 2, and 3 in the Planner Essentials. Now, the other thing that I love about this is this photo frame. I swear I have used this on every single planner, journal, anything I've ever made. So here's a great example in that same book on that same page. There's a photo frame there. There's another one. See if I can find one more in here. I'm sure that I can. So as I'm flipping through, you'll see all my different pages very quickly. If you ever wanted to go back and look at any of these, This one's a little different. We'll talk about this one. Here it is again. Same one. I use it all the time. I love it. And this is just one planner. I have a lot of planners. So I think you get the idea there. I'm fond of that one. Some other wonderful things in this set, of course, are we have these banners that say "For the Record," which is right there. This week, which I've used many times, love, and then 3 nested banners that fit with these. And then this little, I'm going to say it looks like a little piece of citrus or a little wheel. It's cute. Yeah, so that's an awesome one. That's number 3. Okay, next, I would definitely get planner labels. Now see, this is one that could work with either planner. Planner labels 1658. It's not called, you know, Planner Essentials or Sidekick Essentials because it works in either one. And I feel like, you know, these are so versatile for every situation in your journaling and planner making. Tabs, little tags with the inset in there, little fold over, little frames, labels, and then you have the heart reinforcements here for the holes. So, I mean, that's excellent. I would definitely recommend that one. And so in the top 5, my 5th one would be, and there's 2 sets. This is the first reinforcement variety pack. I would pick this one over number 2 reinforcement pack because these are a little more standard in their shapes and offerings. So you have your basic circles, but then you have a lot of these other great things. The second one, the reinforcements number 2, has like shapes like cameras and a little more intricate fancy things. So I feel like this one is a little more universal and general in its use. Okay, so that's my top 5. Oh, and I just found another one with that photo frame in there, so I had to show you that real quick. That's my parents' dog, Rocco. Okay, so if I were going to go forward a little more and show you my other 5 in the Planner Essential size, then I would recommend, because I feel like you should always have a pocket page option. There's a couple of different pockets. There's some that are just pockets. There's one that's like a diagonal pocket, but this is a pocket page, and this is called the Wave Pocket, number 30. Okay, so the page itself is wonderful. It folds up and makes a little wavy pocket, just like it sounds. Here's a good example of that. I will take out the stuff that's in here. So this is the actual wave that folds up from the page. But then, okay, so that's one thing, of course, the page pocket die itself. But you have other things in here that says like "Love This," which I have right here. Very cute. Has a little background element to it as well, in the heart. You've got a star, you've got "Cherish Every Day." I've used all of these in one of these planners. But then you have all these wonderful, I guess these are tags, right? So you've got 3 different size tags in here, and they all have this opening, which is cool. And then you have different styles of that same opening frame piece. And then you've got just a die to cut another one of those out of something. So this is the same as that, only it's by itself. So you could do it to anything else that you wanted to put that in. And these are great because one of them's like stitch, the other has dots, and one of them's just like a standard frame. This is an example. Use it as a photo mat, and there's that little dotted option. Let me flip ahead and see if I have any more of those going on. Oh, there's that photo frame again. I tell you, I use it all the time. Some of these are just photo mats. Oh, we saw that earlier with the labels. Oh, there's another one of those same tags in the set I'm talking about right now. Clearly I need to catch up on my journaling as I'm looking. Okay, well, you get the idea, right? So those little tags of different shapes, I mean sizes. Oh, there's that photo frame again, you guys. I love it. For instance of the very small one with also the dotted frame on the tag. Do I have another one coming? Yep, here's one that's in clear. I just did it on acetate, and I put the frame part to the hole on both sides, of course, because of the acetate. But yeah, I just cut the actual die through acetate, and then I punch the holes as needed to fit into the smaller planner. So that one definitely works in both size planners. Okay, so now we are on 10, 9, 8, 7th, my 7th pick. Now this is a big one. This is a little more pricey because look at all the dies that come in this one. This is Planner Essentials 42. And you know, it was one of those ones I almost forgot about because I was looking for 3 by 4 size frames, and I just completely forgot about this. And so here we go. We have all these frames and then these beautiful butterflies. I'm going to show you some of these frames in a minute. And then we have these little pennant banners, I'll call them, and these frames here have words, say celebrate, remember this day, and then you've got your big header kind of banner thing here, and one of them nests inside the other, so that's great. And then you have 2 more photo frames, good things and everyday life stories. So this one has become one of my new favorites. Although I have used those smaller elements in my planners, I thought the best place to show you some of the frames are in this little mini album that I made. This was for Graphic 45 with their new products coming out. But there's that Good Things frame. So there's 2 parts to that die. It's the background die and then the frame die. Beautiful. And I've used it a couple times in different ways. There's the Remember This Day one. And the Celebrate one. So that was 3. Did I do one more? No, then this time I didn't on the back. But that's a good way to show you how those frames can be used. The little pennant banners that I showed you in the set. There's the heart one. There is another one in here somewhere, I know. Oh, there's a sideways one with a circle in it. And there's the little square one. So great little embellishments. All right, and then the next one is Planner Essentials 41. I kind of went out of order there. But what I love about this one is you have the full page die, but with rounded corners. No tabs, no anything hanging off the edges, but the page itself has a little stitch. So that's fun, and I haven't even used that one yet. This is a stitch as well, and it nests just inside, which is wonderful, beautiful. I could make a whole album with just that. You've got this fun vertical number string, 1 through 90, and then you have this little fold over. It could be like a luggage tag, it could be a frame, it could be just a tag. They have the stitching, wonderful. But the most important thing to me is the different types of tabs, like these side tab things or top tabs. So let's say you didn't want to buy Planner Essentials 1, 2, and 3, but you wanted tabs. You can do that for sure. In fact, my planner for this year, I did that very thing. So rather than using the page dies that have 1, 2, and 3, I use the tab dies on a flush page. So that's awesome, right? And speaking of the flush page, I did not mention the die where the page is just a standard rectangle. And the reason being is because any of those dies I showed you at the top can be a plain page die. Just snip off that tab. It's that easy. So this one is a big favorite. And I want to show you again in this little album how I did use the little tabs. And here is that little frame with the 2 holes in it here. And I didn't use the one that has a little tag top hole in it, but yeah, you can definitely do that with anything. Embellishment on your page, in a mini album, what have you. But that's a very versatile one to have. I would recommend that one. All right, number 9, one of my top favorites, especially currently, and I'll explain what I mean, is number 21, note pieces. This does not say Planner Essentials or Sidekick because you can use it in either one, and I use the heck out of it. And the reason why I say recently I've come to love this one, and I know we weren't going to be talking about stamps, but some people did ask about stamps. Like, what stamps would you recommend at a minimum? So this die set and this stamp set go hand in hand. This is CS 253 note pieces, and like I said, this is number 21 note pieces. So the stamps have grids and lines and rules and stuff to fit into certain die pieces here. So I'll show you some of those. I use the heck out of them, like I said. Just this one planner alone, I don't have to show you in all the planners, but here is one back here that I've used as a journaling place, and you can see the little dots in there and the outline, but then it's die cut with that die. So that's one place. And here are two more places. This one here has like a little notebook punch side, and this one here has been cut down a little shorter, but it's that same die. And I think that's it in this particular, oh no, there's another one. See, all over the place. I'm crazy about it, I'm telling you. And here is the die in the background back here, the big tall list one, without any stamping, just cut out of the shape, out of paper. Okay, coming in at number 10 is number 26, Planner Pocket 3, Tags and Toppers. Again, it does not say Sidekick or Planner Essentials because you can use it in either one. This one is just loaded with tags, tag toppers, and a cute little pocket here. So I will show you some examples with that. That's another one I use a lot of. So here's a little tag with that topper on it. Is that little, yeah, even this little guy is part of that set as well, this little fold over tab thing. There's stars in there, there's banners. Look for some more instances of that one. And here's another great example of that one with the numbers cut away from it and made it in this big tag here. And I had one more. Oh, here's the little pocket that folds in that one that I showed you. And I have a couple of tags in here with some journaling. And as I was flipping through off camera looking for things to show you, I was flipping through an older December day by day, and of course I found two more instances where I used that photo frame. Did I show you that one already? I don't think I did. And then not a page or two later, I use it again. That's got to be my favorite, I have to say. Alrighty, now we will move into Sidekick Essentials, and I just picked 3 for now. I have a lot of favorites, but just to keep it down, I'm going to just talk about a few things for the Sidekick. Okay, so you've got your basic page die like before, and of course you can go and look on the Elizabeth Crafts website and find out what the other ones are that have the other tab positions. I don't think I'm going to mention those here. No, but they have the same situation going with the smaller size. So you would just have to look those up. But what I love about this one, because you know how fond I am of that photo frame, here it is again. Is it the same size? Let's check. It is the same size, although it has a little more styling to it on this one, okay? And what I mean is, let's find a page where I have used it. That's a different one. So in this one, for example, there it is right there. So you've got these cute little stitched outlines. If you wanted to cut the word out, we'll talk about that in a minute, but the stitches all the way around as well. And then you've got this opening here to either die cut a square to pop in there or just lay it back behind there, that red that you see there. So the word today is one of the words, and then gifts, love this, noted, framed, and then this little heartbeat heart. Really cute. So I have used this in a couple of different places here with some red behind it, of course. And then here with nothing, no words, just a little photo mat back there. You can see that that's the same die. I just used it as like a Polaroid frame on that one. And in this fun little album that I will someday use for something, there is an example of stenciling on it without any words cut out of it. Back here we use it again, and we did a blend of color for the word noted behind there. So that is a very versatile one that I use quite a lot. Okay, so that's Sidekick Essentials 1. Sidekick Essentials 4 is another one that I would recommend, and that's simply because it's the, just straight edged page die. good to have. You can add tabs to it. You can round the corners if you want. It pretty much gets you there. And even if you wanted to use something else than a page, at least you have the die position here to cut the holes for the planner. But you do have some great things in here. You've got this wonderful circle that has some holes in it. You've got several more nesting circles. And then what does this say? But first, coffee. So you got these cute little coffee cups. I do think that I use those on something. I'm going to have to look. This one says never give up. That's great. And it has like a frame that goes around it, around the words. And then these are all your little accents for your coffee mugs. All right, and that was Sidekick Essentials 4. Now, Sidekick Essentials 8, a favorite of mine. These ampersands can be used as hole reinforcers, which I haven't done yet. I don't know why. They're so cute. So you have those. And then, of course, you have photo frames with the little stitching. And within the frame, you can inset this one that says happy. This one says epic. And you have other little photo mats. And then you've got this great little, it looks like a coin envelope. And you see the holes there, so you can put it right in your album and flip the pages. I'll show you. And then the closures have the 2 holes there to close up the little envelope, and then you've got these to do the whole wraparound string thing. So let me find some examples of those. This also says life is good on that one. So there's a lot of good ones in there. So this album in particular, let's go back to this one. I use quite a bit of those. This is just the stitched frame. You see the little tiny stitch line. So that's a photo mat, plain and simple. Life is good. There's that. And then there's the little envelope. So that's cute, right? I put some little brads on there and some twine to hold that little envelope closed. So remember that circle I showed you a bit ago? What set was that? Oh yeah, the one we just looked at, Sidekick Essentials 4. There's that circle. And then we stamp the compass on the inside. But here again is the photo mat cut from that die with the little stitched edge. And happy and epic. Now you can save those little bits and pop them back into the A and the P's and the P there. But I think it looks kind of cute not doing that. So we just left that be. And that has all 3 parts in that die. So very fun, very fun. Okay, I think that's it from that die. No, there's another one of those photo mats. Yeah. Found 2 more pages. Here is a little Life is Good, and these photo mats come from that same one we just showed you. And then back here must be another one. Yep, a couple of photo mats behind here. And then back to that other one that we used earlier that we talked about. So I use the heck out of those. All right, so that's it for dies. Let's just talk about stamps real quick. I already mentioned the one, note pieces, but I would say a number set is always good. This one has, this is CS251 calendar numbers. That's great for planners. It has some big words in here too. I use this in my December day by day this year for all my days of December. So that was a really great one to have for that. Then we have monthly overview, CS252, has all the days, all the months, and then all these great little phrases, little stack of books. And then this, you could use this for month in review because it goes 1 through 31 in your planner. Has all the ruled lines on there. Wonderful. All the details, very similar. This is a weekly kind of listing here. And then you have all these great circle, like hole reinforcement shaped stamps, which I use quite a lot in my regular planner for this year. In fact, I didn't use any hole reinforcements at all. I just used these stamps. So you can see them there in the background. I was trying to reduce the amount of bulk, and sometimes those hole reinforcers make it extra thick. So I just stamped all of mine this year. Just as an alternative, every single spread has something stamped from that set. So that's an alternative you have. And then finally, weekly thoughts. So this is very, very similar in that they have the weekend overview kind of thing, and that's the same exact one, but you can see the difference in size. So this one might work better for your larger planner as far as that one goes, and this one for the Sidekick. This one also has little tags and tabs and lots of little words and happy birthday and so forth. So those are some of my favorite stamps. So I think I covered it. I am out of breath. I know I went really, really fast, but just know that you can always watch again. And also explore my YouTube channel, because I want to make sure everyone understands that I do spend a lot of time organizing my channel, making sure that videos are in playlists. So if you are big into just planners, go to my page, click on playlists, and then click on see all, and then you'll be able to navigate whether it's, you know, mini albums that you love, or planners, or card making, or craft room organization, or whatever, but it's all there. So just take a look at it. I will put a link to a couple of major ones that have to do with planners if you like. I'll put that in the description below. Plus I will link all the favorites that I mentioned today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.